This is Adhik Mas class, Krishna Karnamrita, we're on verse number 90, glorifying Krishna. And let's see what it says here. Akhil Bhuvanaika Bhushanam Adi Bhushita Jaladi Duhitri Kushakumbam Rajayuti Haravali Marakata Nayaka Mahamanim Bande. Mangal Thakur is saying, I bow down to Krishna, who is the ornament of the entire world. Akila Bhuvanaika. He's Aika, the only Bhushan. Bhushana means ornament, decoration, jewel, ornament. The only ornament of the Akila Bhuvan. Akila means the whole entire universe. And he is ornamented by the Kucha Kumbham, Adibhushita Jaladi Duhitri. Jaladi can mean ocean and it also can mean sun. So Jaladi Duhitri, Duhitri means daughter of the sun, which means Radharani, because her father's name is Rishabhanu, and Bhanu is the name for the sun. Kusha Kumbha means her water pot like, or Kumbha, water pot like breast. Krishna is an ornament for them. Brajayuti Haravali, and he's like a great Haravali. Hara means necklace. Brajayuti means young beautiful girls. Gopis of Vrindavan. Brajayuti Haravali. Hara means necklace, and Vali means a string. He's like the string of necklace around the gopis' necks. Marakata Nayaka Mahamani Vande. Mani means jewel. Maha means great. Offer respects Vande to that great jewel who is like an emerald. It is a central jewel among the necklace of emerald like young gopis of Braj. That's the translation out here. So let's see what the commentary is on this verse. Okay. Krishna's Kaviraj describes that Leela Shuk, who is Bilvangal Thakur, he's seeing Krishna enjoying intimate love sports with the young married gopis of Vrindavan from a distance, and he's stunned. He thinks, this Vrindavan is the greatest place on earth, and Krishna is the hero. He's like an emerald in the necklace of the Braja Gopis. And Chaitanya Charitamrita quotes the verse here because Krishna's Kaviraj is appreciating how great Vrindavan is. So then he describes the whole universe in Adi Leela chapter 5, verse 11 through 16. Also in that chapter, Adi 5, he describes Vaikuntha specifically. Sometimes people think that Vaikuntha is upstairs somewhere. But in a verse in that chapter 5, like verse 20 or so, he says, Sarvagata, what did he say? Yeah, verse? He said, Upari, he says, Vaikuntha is up, it's down, it's inside, it's outside, it's everywhere. In other words, it's a state of consciousness. You don't have to go anywhere, you just have to change your consciousness, and you're a Vaikuntha in spiritual reality. So this verse is Adi Leela Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 5, verse 11 through 16. He says, beyond the material world is the spiritual world, where there's unlimited Vaikunthas, and Krishna is manifesting so much Aishvarya and majesty there. And all the avatars have their own Vaikuntha planets. There's a planet for Nrsimhadev, Varahadev, etc. And the people ask questions about these forms of the Lord of Vaikuntha. And they say they'll have forms like they appear in the material world, like Vrahaloka. Vrahaloka, there's a transcendental war there. But some acharyas say they have four-armed forms, but they have head like the Avatar. So like Nrsimha's Narahari, half man, half lion. So in Nrsimhaloka and the Vaikuntha, he's also that way. But Varahadev is also half Varaha, half man, half human being. So like you have turtle head and arms and legs. It's some kind of sounds a little unusual. But anyway, they're like that. As they appear in the material world, that's their spiritual form in the spiritual Vaikuntha. So worshippers go there and see them like that. So then he says, Dwarka is higher than Vaikuntha, higher than Dwarka is Mathura, higher than Mathura is Gokul of Vrindavan. And Krishna manifests himself in all the different universes. He's above the law. He manifests himself. But in Vrindavan, Krishna and Vrindavan are the same. Even their bodies are not different. So that's why Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what does he say? My mind is Vrindavan. Because Moramana Vrindavan Habe. My mind is Vrindavan. Because Krishna's body is Vrindavan. Even there's verse in Skanda Puran that say what is it? Yamuna River is Krishna's, it says Sasuna Nadi. They describe different parts of Brajmandal as being different parts of Krishna's body. The forest is his hair or something like that. Giriraj is his bones or something like universal form type of thing. The Vrindavan itself is his form of Krishna. Anyway, this is just because the verses starts off, Bilvanga Thakur is appreciating, although he's seeing Krishna's love sports, he's approaching him very reverentially, very respectfully, by appreciating that he's the ornament of the universe. So he comes in from a like distant focus, and he gets closer. In other words, he's seeing Krishna's love sports with the gopis, very intimate, but he's appreciating Krishna as Vaikuntanath, as Aishwarya. So the commentary is taking the same lead. Akil means all Bhuvan, Om Bhurbuva Swa. All the universes, he's the decoration of all the universes, because he's present everywhere. So from that perspective, from that focus, like 10 power, then he goes into 500 power. Really focused. He says, and that same person is so grand, so glorious in Bhagavan and Vaikuntanath, the millions of planets. He's the ornament. He's the ornament on the breast of Radharani. Bhushita Jaladi Duhitri, the daughter of the sun, of the worshipper of the sun, Vrishabhanu, he's decorating her breast with his arms. His arms are the necklace. That's what one Acharya reveals. So that's from the distant to the intimate, from Aishwarya to Madhurya. That's how this verse is going. That's how the commentary is unfolding. So, and he talks about Brahman and all these things. Then he says, Adi Bhushita, the relation to Krishna is Narayan with Lakshmi and Vrindavan. So he's kind of making a comparison here. Lakshmi, Narayan and Lakshmi in Vrindavan, in Vaikuntha, and Krishna Radharani in Vrindavan. This for Adi Bhushita, which is the first and second line, Adi Bhushita. He says, the Krishna manifests as Lord Narayan, as Bhagavan Narayan, in unlimited Vaikuntha planets, and here he accepts seva from Lakshmi Devi. But in Vrindavan there's something different, so he's contrasting Narayan with Krishna and Lakshmi with Radharani. So he has many unlimited forms in Vaikuntha. Advaitam Achyutam, Ananta Rupam, in unlimited forms. Brahma saw when he saw Narayan and Vaikuntha and also Krishna, he saw also. He says, in Vrindavan, Krishna doesn't manifest many forms. He's only one form. He's a priceless necklace hanging around the necks of the gopis. So he himself, when he embraces the gopis' necks, his arms become the necklace. So that's the inner meaning of being a necklace. Haravali means a series of, a group of necklaces. Brajayuti, it's the ra, it should say Braj, it says bra, it should say Braja, Brajayuti. He's an emerald necklace around the gopis. So somebody can ask, how does the blue sapphire Krishna become an emerald? Baba?
The golden complexion of the gopis.
Yeah. The golden complexion of Radharani diminishes, but they mixes with the blue sapphire, and blue and yellow make green, emerald. So Radharani's golden love, her Mahabhav turns Krishna's Shyam Ras into emerald. Marakata means emerald. That just shows the power of Radharani's love. Krishna doesn't turn Radharani blue. She changes him to green, coming towards her side. She doesn't become more dark, he becomes more light. Green is much more lighter than dark sapphire blue. So there's an ashraya in Brahma Gita glorifies the gopis. When Krishna places his hands gracefully around the gopis' necks, it fulfills her deepest desires. This mercy, this prasad that the gopis get is desired by Lakshmi, but she never gets it, even though she constantly serves the feet of Narayan. Although Narayan is an expansion of Krishna. But although they live in Vaikuntha, and they have beautiful bodies and they smell like lotus flowers, they don't get to taste this ras of the intimate love of Krishna. Gopal Goswami's commentary. He's saying, he's declaring, this verse, he's declaring, I bow down, Ma Mani Vande. Vande means I bow down, I worship Krishna, who is the only ornament of the universe, and who is the ornament of the breasts of Radharani, and he's the central jewel in the necklace of the gopis, in the rasa dance, and everywhere. So he says, Leela Shuga is declaring his firm devotion to Krishna, who's attached to love sports with Radharani. Now he goes into, I guess it's Gopal Bhatta Goswami. That Krishna decorates the water pot like breasts of Radharani with beautiful designs of musk and sandalwood, etc. And then, therefore, he is Adibhushya Jaladi Duricha Kushakuma. He decorates. He becomes a Bhushita, which means decoration, because he physically, literally decorates them, draws designs on them, on Radharani's. Kucha Kumbha. Chaitanya says that the word Jaladi is a synonym for Banu, because the word in the verse is Duitra, which means daughter. So daughter of who?
Rishabhanu.
Your daughter Rishabhanu. So that's who we're talking about. So basically, Bilmanga Thakur is having darshan of Radha and Krishna, and Krishna is very intimately exchanging with Radharani, and he's trying to share that darshan, that intimacy in verse number 90. And Chaitanya goes on to say that he perceives it like this, that Bilmanga Thakur is praising Krishna but joking with him. I say, you're really great, Krishna. You're ornamenting the whole universe. But especially, you're so big, but here in Vrindavan, you're just one little decoration for Radharani's breast. You're not so significant over here. In other words, Chaitanya Das is putting Krishna in his place. So you're armed with the whole universe, Akila, Bhuvana, Bhushita. But here is one little emerald necklace around Radharani. It's nothing. She has hundreds of necklaces. You're just one little locket. Not a big thing, man. So Chaitanya Das is joking with Krishna. But he says that the little Shuk, Bilmanga is making fun of Krishna. Yeah, I'm a killer, I'm a killer, Bhuvana Kushita. No, you're not. You're nothing. Oh. Yeah, in other words, who's great?
Radharani.
Radharani. She's Vrindavaneshwari. She's Praneshwari of Krishna. He's so great. He's the ornament of the entire universe. But for Vrindavan, just one decoration on Radharani's bosom. That's it, boss. Nothing more. This indicates that Krishna fills the gopis with ecstasy. That's nice. Now verse 91. Now which one I translation? Okay. Okay, what's the Sanskrit here? It's 91 guy. Kanta Kucha Grahana Vigraha Labda Lakshmi Kanda Angaraga Nava Ranjita Manjula Shri Ganda Stali Mukara Mandala Kelaman Garma Ankura Kimapi Kumfati Krishna Deva. So this is showing a particular Leela of Krishna Radharani, and Radharani showing a particular bhava. There's many different kinds of emotional expressions of love that Radha and Krishna share. And there's specific Nayaka bhavas and Nayaka bhavas, bhavas of the hero, bhavas of the heroine. Different emotions Radharani shows, different emotions Krishna shows. So when Radharani does not let Krishna touch her breast, they indulge in a battle of love. The colorful designs on Krishna's body are wiped off, and all the anshans from Radharani's body are decorating him again. Drops of perspiration shine on the sparkling mirror of Krishna's cheeks. In this way, he weaves the garland of sweet rasa. So let's see the commentary. Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is seeing Krishna celebrating a festival of love with Radharani and other gopis. Then he recites this verse in great joy. Krishna is attempting to embrace and touch Radharani, and she displays a bhav called Kutamita bhav. What is Kutamita Bhav? Kutamita. Is that a Sunday of different words or one word? Where's your Sanskrit dictionary? But I wrote some note here. It means you pretend to be angry and indifferent when you're actually pleased. When Krishna does something that Radharani loves, but outwardly she gets angry and upset and shows a playful, pouty mood, and Radharani scolds Krishna, turns her face away and pretends to be offended. Inside, she's melting with joy. It's like they say, Vair Bhamya Antar Dakshin. Vair means externally, Bhamya means contrary, left. Bhamya means left wing, contrary, against. But inside, submissive, agreeable. Dakshi means inside. Here's an example. Radha and Krishna on Bambihar walking through the forest of Vrindavan. And Krishna, Radharani's on Krishna's left side, and his arm is on her left shoulder, and her right arm is around his waist. Very intimate, and Sakhis and Mantris are around behind. Some are in the front sprinkling water, sandalwood water on the path, throwing flowers, doing some seva, keep busy or whatever. Or maybe just skipping along, who knows, but you can imagine what they're doing. And so Krishna's arms are very long. And so they're on his shoulder, but his hand starts going down the shoulder. And Radharani said, hey, no, with her hand, she throws his hand off her shoulder. Hey, don't do that. And I dare you, what are you doing? I dare you. And she looks out with an angry glance. Knits her eyebrows, whatever that means. But actually, while she's saying this and physically doing this, yeah, like that, her eyes are smiling and her heart is thrilled. Radharani is not mad, but externally she shows mock anger. Because this increases the ras, this increases the taste of love. So this is being described here by Krishna's Kaviraj. He quotes Ujjvala Mani. Radha and her Sakhis are in Kutamita Bhav. They're fighting off Krishna with their hands, and they start a love battle, but he's not ready to accept defeat. And so the kajal and kumkum from their bodies gets transferred to each other. They all look very beautiful. And Krishna is sweating from the love fight. He has drops of perspiration on his cheeks. Looks like little pearls, dropped pearls on his, like white pearls on his dark cheeks. His tilak is wiped off, and he looks very beautiful in a playful mood. It's very sweet bhav, it's Kutamita bhav. Then Gopal Goswami, he says, this shoe calls Krishna Krishna Dev, because Dev means divinity. Divinity means playful. He's engaged in playful transcendental pastime with Radharani. So then there's the word in the last line of the verse was Karma Ankara Gumfati Krishna Deva. Gumfati, word Gumfati means to tie, to string. So sometimes it's used to weave, to knit, but in this case, Krishna is being playful, so he ties Radharani, because while they're having love battle, Radharani's braid came undone and her hair became loose. Went here and there. hither and thither, as they say. And the skirt, the string, her nivi banda means the string that ties up her petticoat, came loose during her lovemaking, so Krishna restrung it. Very kind of him. He's very, very chivalrous guy, you know. He put her petticoat back on and tried to straighten. That's why he's Krishna Dev. He's playful, but he's Krishna. Because Krishna means take off. Krishna Dev, Krishna means attract, to pull, to draw. The word Krish means to draw, to pull, to take off. But then Gopal means to tie it back on. So he took off the petticoat and he tied it back on. Because she has to go home. So how is he? Krishna is very beautiful with all the different marks of the love battle where Radharani wounded him with her teeth and nails during the love war. So he's showing off his new decorations now. And how is he? He's Kanda Angaraga Nava Ranjita Manjula Shri. He looks very beautiful with his new decorations. His cheeks are sparkling like a mirror. That is very glossy complexion apparently. And now they look even more beautiful with drops of perspiration. When Krishna reties Radharani's hair, he wants to feel the bliss of touching her breast, and this results in a fierce battle of love. Her neck, Radharani's necklace breaks, and so he restrings the necklace and puts it back on Radharani's neck to please her. This is the main idea of this verse. So now we'll do what is pretty earliest, all right?
Yes, sir. 4:30.
Okay, now we'll do verse 92. So we did 90, 91, 92. 92 is a pretty famous verse. It's probably the most famous verse in the book. Doesn't really say much, but here it is, 92. Madaram Madaram Vaparasya Vibhor Madaram Madaran Vadanam Madaram Madagandhi Mridusvita Etaraho Madaram 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 Madaram. I don't know if I missed one. Madaram. Madaram means sweet. Let me see this. Lord Chaitanya really liked this verse. Oh Krishna, your body is very sweet. Your face is even sweeter than your body. Your soft smile, which smells like honey, is sweeter still. Mridu Spita, Mridu Gandhi. Oh, Madhu Gandhi, Mridu Spita. Your smile smells like honey. That's pretty good. Mridu Spita. Madhura. In other words, he's just totally intoxicated. Like Sunday feast, you know, if you eat too much sweet, you get intoxicated. You eat 5-6 cups of sweet rice, you start saying, Kir, 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 Kir. So Bilamanga Thakur is relishing and tasting so much sweetness in Krishna's darshan that all he can say is, sweet, 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 sweet. He's drunk. He's love drunk, sweet drunk. You know, it's like, when they make luxuries, they put them in a big pot. They cook them in a big pot. And then they transfer the pot with sugar syrup into plastic buckets. Every plastic bucket has 100 gulab jamuns in it and 30 kilos of sweet juice. So after you distribute the glutamins, the 50 glutamins, 100 glutamins, then you have 30 kilos of juice. Where does that go? It goes into cups, and the brahmacharis drink it. And after the Sunday feast, you have to clean up the temple. They clean up very fast because they're running on pure sugar juice. They're like crazy energized. So he's saying, there's another translation. Because he's saying Vibhu. He starts off the verse by saying, Vapu Vibhu. Vibhu means great. Anu and Vibhu. Krishna's Vibhu Chaitanya and the Jiva's Anu Chaitanya. Anu Chaitanya means atomic particle of consciousness, and Vibhu means the grand unlimited consciousness. Vibhu Chaitanya and Anu Chaitanya. So he starts out by saying Vapu, the body of Krishna is great, glorious, big. Then he says, forget that. It's just one big sweet ball. He says his face is sweet. His smile is dipped in honey. It's sweet. It's sweet, 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 sweet. The gentle, sweet, fragrant smile of Krishna is sweeter than the sweetest, sweeter than honey. So Krishna's Maharaj says that the unlimited ocean of sweetness of Krishna is drowning Bilwangala Thakur's heart. How can I describe even a drop of this ocean? He was drowned by this sweetness. All I could do was say, Madaram, Madaram, Madaram. Krishna's pure face is a treasure chest of all sweetness. Bilwangala Thakur is shaking his head in disbelief, and all he can say, his face is Madaram, Madaram, Madaram. He's seeing a sweet smile playing on Krishna's face, and he's pointing to it. Madaram, Madaram, Madaram. It's too sweet, it's too sweet, it's too sweet. I mean, this is like the end of the book now. It's towards the end of the book. He's going crazy with love. How is Krishna's smile? Krishna's face is like a lotus that makes the whole universe mad with a sweet scent. His smile is the honey of that lotus, the source of the maddening fragrance which intoxicates everyone, especially the gopis. Chandidas quotes a gopi in Purvarag. Krishna's smile is pouring out honey. His eyes are shooting arrows of Cupid. Oh, Kanu, he's so beautiful. If any woman sees him, they'll reject their husband and run away. Good idea. His whole body seems like the arrow of Cupid. Cupid himself has created Krishna to destroy the chastity of all young maidens. He's wearing a Vaishyanti mala. His beauty is incomparable. And it describes minutely all about Krishna's body. Krishna's Maharaj says, Krishna has drunk honey. I really like Krishna's Maharaj's commentary. He always reminds us of the superiority of Radharani. He's a Mandri, Kasturi Mandri. So he says, okay, Bhumanga, we just want to put you in place, in case you get too much favoring Krishna. In case you glorify Krishna excessively, or don't remind us of Radharani. I'm going to remind you of Radharani in my commentary. What is it called? Sarangarangada commentary of Krishna's Karnamrita. So what does he say? Because Bilvanga Thakur says, Madhu Gandhi Mridu Smita. He's glorifying Krishna. Krishna, your smile is very sweet. It's like honey. So Krishna's goes, wait. Hold on. Krishna smiles like honey. Okay, I agree with that. But it's because he kissed the sweet lips of Radharani. He drank the honey of her lips during his romantic intimacies with Radharani. That's how he got the honey sweet lips. Don't forget that. When Mahaprabhu was describing this Leela, this verse, because Mahaprabhu quotes this verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita, but the Sanatan Shiksha, teaching Sanatan Goswami, chapter 21, 136, he quotes this verse from 92 from KRISHNA KARNAMRITA. And Mahaprabhu says, O Sanatan, Krishna is an ocean of nectar so sweet, but I want to drink the whole nectar of Krishna's body, but I can't. Krishna's body is full of sweetness. His moon-like face is sweeter than sweet, and his smile is sweeter than the sweetest. He is sweeter than sweet, and even more sweet than that, and sweeter than that still. A single drop of Krishna's sweetness drowns the entire universe and floods all direction. His smile is so sweet. If moonbeams mixed with camphor and flavored with the sweetness of his lips, honey that intoxicates the three worlds. Anyway, in other words, Mahaprabhu's going crazy in Radha Bhav, experiencing Krishna's sweetness. And he plays his flute song, and it attracts Lakshmi from Vaikuntha, and the gopis, it slackens the petticoats of the gopis right in front of their husbands, and forces them to run out of their houses and drop their duties, household duties. Makes one forget society, morality, shame, and fear. All women dance to the flute's music. It gets in the ears and keeps echoing, doesn't allow any other sound to enter. The ears don't hear anything else, but end up only hearing the flute. So this Lord Chaitanya is telling Sanatan Goswami about Krishna's sweetness. Gopal Bhatta says that Bilvanga Thakur is relishing Krishna's sweetness, extraordinary sweetness every moment. But Krishna, it's also, Guna Manjari is also on the mark. He throws his ideas that also supports for Radharani. He says, Lila Shuka is relishing Krishna's sweetness and describing it in verse 92. Krishna has innumerable forms, but he looks the most lovely, most beautiful, when he's having love sports with Radharani. Because the verse is all about the sweetness beauty of Krishna. So, Krishna's Kaviraj, Kasturi Manjari didn't like that. So he glorified Radharani. And Guna Manjari, Gopal Bhatta didn't like that either. So he said, okay, you're saying Krishna looks so beautiful. He's only looking at good. He's only looking Madhura, when he's with Madhuri Radharani. So, cool down. Then he quotes from Rupa Goswami's Govinda Viradavali. Sri Krishna is known as Madan Mohan only when he's with Radharani. When Radharani's not with him, he is hypnotized himself and controlled by Madan, Cupid. He says that Madhu Gandhi Mridu Smritam, Krishna's smile makes everyone dizzy with love. So maybe that's what happens. Sometimes people go see Radha Vallabha and have accidents. They get on their scooters and go home. Become dizzy, you crash. Or Radha Raman, or whoever your favorite Thakurji is. Chaitanya Das Goswami says, he's on the mark also. He says, Leela Shuka is describing Krishna's unique beauty while he's with Radharani. Although Krishna's form, we admit, is very sweet and relishable, it becomes sweeter when he performs love sports with Radharani. As we're kissing Radharani, the fragrant honey-like raas of Radharani is transferred to Krishna's lips. This makes his smile sweet. Got that? It's not swayam, not self-manifesting. It's borrowed. The sweetness of Krishna's lips comes from Radharani, not from him. Just so Bilmangal Thakur knows the truth. Prabodhana Saraswati has written, all glories to Hari, who celebrates the amazing grand feast of love with Radharani and bows at her feet to break her man. So obviously Ananta's Babaji is favoring the superiority of Radharani over Krishna. So tomorrow we'll do verse 93. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Some people say, how is this work about Radharani?